Okay, if you're a Blogger user, I'm willing to bet you've seen this, that weird little m=1 that just shows up at the end of your URLs on mobile. What is that thing, and more importantly, could it be hurting your site's SEO? Well, let's get to the bottom of it and figure out how to fix it for good.
Does this look familiar? You log into Google Search Console, ready to check your stats, and bam, you're hit with this wall of page width redirect errors. It's super frustrating, I know. But don't worry, this is probably one of the most common issues for Blogger sites, and the solution is actually way clearer than you think.
So to solve this mystery, we first need to put on our Google goggles and see the problem from the search engine's point of view. And really, it all boils down to one simple but really important concept: duplicate content.
So what is this m=1 thing anyway? Well, it's not a bug or anything scary, it's a feature. It's just Blogger's way of signaling, hey, show the mobile-friendly version of this page. It's supposed to be helpful, but unfortunately, it creates a huge headache for search engines.
And this right here, this is the core of the issue. Google sees two totally different web addresses, two different URLs that lead to the exact same content, one for desktop and one for mobile. Imagine you have one house, but you give Google two different street addresses for it. It gets confused about which one is the real front door.
So what does this actually mean for your SEO? Well, you've got this one great blog post, right? But now you have two URLs that are competing against each other in Google's eyes. The search engine doesn't know which one to show people. And any of that valuable link juice or authority you build up gets split between the two, which just waters down your ranking power.
The solution to this whole mess is a simple but really powerful SEO tool called a canonical URL. The easiest way to think about it is like this. You're basically putting a sticky note on your page that tells Google, hey, I know there are a few other copies of this floating around, but this is the official one, the master copy. That way, all the ranking power gets pointed back to one single page.
All right, now here's where things get a little tricky. If you've searched online for a solution to this, you've probably stumbled across some very tempting quick fixes. But I've got to give you a word of warning here, because not all advice is good advice, and some of it can actually make things worse.
It sounds so easy, doesn't it? You'll find tons of articles telling you to just paste a tiny bit of code into your theme's HTML, and poof, the m=1 will vanish. Problem solved. Or is it?
And that's the key question we have to ask ourselves. Is this little script really telling Google which page is the master copy, or is it just sweeping the problem under the rug? Could this simple copy-paste job be messing with our SEO in ways we can't even see?
Here's the hidden danger. A bad script might remove the m=1 for your human visitors, which looks great, but Google's bots can often still see it. So now the situation is even more confusing for them. You're basically masking the problem, not solving it, and that can seriously hurt how your site gets indexed and performs in search results.
Okay, enough about what not to do. Let's talk about the right way to handle this. The good news is there are two excellent Google-approved methods that will solve the m=1 problem for good.
So our two paths forward are a properly coded JavaScript redirect or a really powerful framework called AMP, which stands for Accelerated Mobile Pages. Let's take a closer look at each one.
The first method is kind of like that quick fix we talked about, but done correctly. Instead of just hiding the parameter, this script properly tells search engines that the version without the m=1 is the canonical one, the master version. It's a clean, direct instruction that Google understands perfectly.
Now, the process is pretty straightforward, but you have to be careful. And listen, I cannot stress this enough. Step 1, backing up your theme, is non-negotiable. Always save a backup before you touch any code. After that, it's just a matter of going into your theme's HTML and pasting the correct script right before the closing head tag. All right, the second method is less of a fix and more of a full-on upgrade. AMP is a framework that was actually backed by Google to create lightning-fast mobile pages. By enabling AMP, you're not just fixing the m=1 problem, you're creating a completely separate, highly optimized mobile experience that Google absolutely loves. The duplicate content problem gets solved automatically because the AMP framework handles it all for you.
So why choose AMP? Well, the pros are huge. We're talking insane speed and a potential boost in mobile search rankings because Google is all about fast mobile sites. But there are trade-offs. Setting it up can be a bit more involved, and you might have to give up some custom design flair or certain widgets to comply with AMP's strict rules.
All right, we've covered the problem, we've talked about the bad fixes to avoid, and we've walked through two excellent solutions. Now comes the final step, deciding which path is the right one for you and your blog.
So, which one is it going to be? It really just comes down to your priorities. If you're looking for a fast, simple, and effective fix that lets you keep your current design exactly as it is, the JavaScript redirect is your best bet. But if your main goal is getting the best possible mobile performance and making your site more future-proof, then it's definitely worth putting in the extra effort for AMP.
The choice is yours. You understand the problem, you know the pitfalls to avoid, and you have two solid paths forward. And remember, this is about more than just clearing an error message in a dashboard. It's about taking active control of your blog's SEO. So, which path will you choose?